guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus with another video review. Continuing our unexpected journey through the land of the Hobbit, today we'll be taking a look at the 3 3/4 inch Kili and Fili dwarves, or Kili the Dwarf and Fili the Dwarf. And again, I've said this I don't know how many times already, but I don't know if I'm saying those names right. I won't know if I'm saying those right until I see the movie, which comes out in December, and I am so excited. I keep seeing trailers on TV already, and I come running into the room as soon as I hear the music come on my television. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Now, these are new characters that, well, they're not new characters, but we haven't seen them previously in terms of the movie universe. I'll flip around here on the back. You got a larger image of the toys. Also available, you have the Bilbo Baggins and Gollum. You have Dwalin and Balin the dwarves. Legolas and Toriel. Now, those are available separately from this new company, the Bridge Direct, as you can see down here. Still don't know what else they've done, but whatever, who cares? I love the way these are looking. But here on the back, you have a nice read-up on these. And again, like my other ones, I'm not going to read it. Just too much to do. Go ahead and click on the link down here in the description. You can read the general read-up on the Hobbit, as well as a little bio on Kili and Fili themselves. So there you have it. Like I said, I love the packaging on here. Absolute beautiful kind of painted, well, not really painted, but it kind of looks like a painting of Middle Earth there. You got the Hobbit. So let's get these guys open though and see how cool they actually are. Alright, you guys, so here we have Kili and Fili opened up and out of their packaging, and these guys are definitely really kind of an interesting looking pair. Now, obviously brothers, these guys really are what really seem like warriors. Now, they're dwarves, so they're a little bit bigger than hobbits and a little bit smaller than humans, and I'll show that off here in a little bit. But as you can see, well, especially here with Fili, I mean, this guy's got little weapons all over him. It's amazing amount of detail on here. But taking a look at Kili first, I mean, again, wonderful job in terms of the paint and the sculpt on here. There's some beautiful detail on here for 3 3/4 inch figures, while obviously the 6-inch versions are going to be better. For the scale, these are really very impressive. I mean, you can see, zooming in even a little further, some nice detail. I mean, you can see that he's got a little scruffy beard going on there. Beautiful detail throughout his clothes. Some really nice paint job going through here. All the way down on, you got on his sleeves. I mean, absolutely beautiful looking detail on here. Very nicely painted all the way through. I mean, it's an absolutely gorgeous looking sculpt, and the paint job really reflects that. Now for his accessories, I mean, really all he comes with here are a couple weapons. Obviously, he's got his arrow because he is the archer of the brothers, and then he also has another sword, and I love how they incorporate the sheath here on the actual quiver. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. And then he can just hold, it's kind of a fiddly little thing to try to get him to hold his arrow, because let me try sliding it in through there. Yeah, see, it's tough. There we go. It's a little bit, because his hand is really kind of tightly gripped, but you can't get it in there, and this slides down quite often. But it's, well, are you going to be a pain in the butt? It's really a wonderful looking sculpted figure. I totally dig him. Now, as for Fili, like I said, this guy's got a crap ton of weapons. I mean, none of them are removable, unfortunately, except for the ones here in the back. But you've got a dagger here on his forearm, another one on that side, and then you got some actual boot kind of weapons down here on the side. I mean, these are definitely dwarves, and they crave battle. And these guys definitely have that going on for them. And again, zooming in, you can see some really nice paint here done on his face. Absolute beautifully sculpted detail. I mean, look at the intricate work here on the mold. I mean, that's really quite impressive if you ask me. Again, for a 3 3/4 inch figure, I mean, look at the knee pads. It's astonishing how nicely detailed that is and sculpted. And then again, you got, well, they kind of look like hatchets there a little bit, but I mean, you got some really nice painted detail. I mean, look at that. That's just absolutely gorgeous. And then he's got his weapons that just kind of hang out like this. And at least I think that's how you're supposed to store them. Otherwise, I don't really know of another place to put him. I mean, you can have him holding one, but I don't know about what you do with the other one. And then he comes with this kind of mace weapon, which again, very nicely detailed. Now, for the articulation on these guys, it's a little bit different for Kili than it is for Fili. Their heads are on ball joints, but again, because of the longer hair, you are going to have some posability problems with it. Pin and sockets here at the shoulder, but when you come further down, he's got a pin and socket here at the elbow, but also right up here is where he rotates at the wrist. This particular side, you can see, has a little bit more of a problem. This elbow joint is actually really stiff, so when you do it, it really kind of pulls on this joint right here. So when you do it, you really have to kind of make sure that when you're bending this elbow, you hold it up here so that you don't snap this. That's kind of a QC issue. This one right over here, there are no problems. As you can see, that elbow goes up and down perfectly fine with no real stress here. But that's the only thing that's really different. Coming back, they have a rotation here at the waist. Well, at least Kili here does. Fili, it's kind of hard to get to because it's all underneath his clothes. And then again, the hip articulation is really unfortunate because it's inside this little getup right here, and you can see that definitely rotates. He does rotate at the knee, and he does move back and forth at the knee, but it's a little bit hampered by what he's wearing again, but at least this is split so you can kind of get into it, and he can stand, which is something that, well, Legolas couldn't do at least. So I guess the dwarves in this continuity, at least they're a little bit more balanced and have a little bit better of a chance of running up the score than Gimli did in the Lord of the Rings. But there's Kili, and then, oh, see, I got his, there we go. There's Kili. Now Fili, like I said, it's pretty much identical in terms of articulation with Fili. Oh, wait, this is Fili, I'm sorry. Head rotation, I would imagine that there's a waist joint up in here, but again, you can't get to it. Pin and sockets here at the shoulders. They rotate and everything at the elbow, and then Fili's articulation is far more lower than Kili's is. It's more down where the actual wrist is, so there's no worry about breaking anything like that. Again, hip articulation, at least it's kind of split here, so you can kind of get in there. Knees will rotate, and they also bend. So at least, like I said, at least these guys can actually stand. Now, in terms of a size comparison, as I mentioned, humans are a little bit taller than dwarves, so this is a really nice scale. And bringing in Bilbo, you can even see it even further here, that dwarves are a little bit taller than hobbits, so this scale is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, when it comes down to it, these two figures I don't know much about, but just something about them says that they're going to be really kind of fun in the upcoming Hobbit movie, and I'm really looking forward to seeing these characters kind of come to life. The toys by themselves are very nicely done. The sculpt of the paint on all of these is exceptional. At least these ones can actually stand. So if you are interested in collecting these 3 3/4 inch Hobbit figures, Kili and Fili are definitely figures I would recommend picking up. Just something about them just says that they're gonna be kind of fun for me. I don't know, but that's about it, guys. So I want to thank you for tuning in, and until next time, this has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.